So we have intense
good.
games here as well. Close games in game and out everywhere. Doesn't matter what the game is. It's a barn burner. And map 3, time to lock it in. Faze.
Hey, what's good? What's good? Hey, Cortez, what is up?
To control.
We're back. We are back.
Invasion and Joe, take me through at least people that maybe missed that winners bracket final. What was the big separator there?
Yeah, Faze is able to win an attacking round.
Hey, what's good, Mike?
We just saw from Optic.
How's it going, everyone? We're back finally.
Able to win that. That wins,
PTSD time. No, we gotta. You can't hide from it.
can hold on. Maybe they can win an offensive round this time through.
Yeah, I mean, a spectacular
What's good, 504?
control team on
Matt, what is up? What is up?
finding some nice success here early on, just taking a little bit of a life advantage, getting to 4 positions that allows you to work on the point. Probably trying to pinch him.
What's good, Trees?
Multi-kill. How many has he had?
We'll do a little VOD stuff, but I kind of also just want to talk about this stage 3 stuff in general. Because I didn't really give my thoughts the last stream because I was having the absolute coughing attack. Because I was like a lot sicker, but we're feeling a lot better.
And leave those players on the right side of your minimap, and that's exactly what happens.
What's good, Power?
Then they hunt down shots.
Getting some new guns? Nah, we're keeping the same meta. What's good, Grand Sentinel? Thoughts on the GA process and what do you think the best way to run it would be? I don't know. It's difficult because like I would say committee, but I think the players themselves have to be the ones. It's hard when the like people that are in the committee aren't people that are playing at the professional level. But it has to be more. I don't know. It has to be more open, more public, and more. In my opinion, like things shouldn't be GA'd right off the bat. I think things get killed, like you get kills once with it, someone uses it in the scrim, even though it might not be overpowered, and it just instantly gets removed. Like without people actually like testing it out or a meta developing. Like same thing with the ordnance gloves. Like I get it was cheesy, but I would have liked to see what type of meta would have been developed in Search with it. What's your favorite new map from the latest update? I think 6-star is growing on me. 6-star hardpoint. But just like all the maps in the old patch, there are some like questionable spawns still. That's just what the gameplay is just gonna be. You know, it's just the system. Do you know if the AR is gonna be reverted or are they just gonna get headshot multiplier again? I assume it's just gone. Like there's no difference between an arm shot and a headshot anymore. So I don't think anything will get reverted. I'm just surprised it's not like obviously you can't 1 bullet headshot and 4 bullet, but I'm surprised it's not like, oh, if you have 3 headshots and then 1 body shot, it's not a 4 bullet, you know what I'm saying? Or like if you just hit all 4 headshots, it's still not a 4 shot. Like you can literally just not 4 shot anymore. Isn't Faze your first match back? Yeah, we play him, what, Sunday? Any reason 6-star control or S&D didn't make it? I don't know about Search, but control just didn't get enough votes. I think it was like 7-5 or something. Just didn't get enough votes by the teams. It has to get majority, and it didn't. It only got 5. If/when CDL goes under, is the GA system being reworked, or would it stay the same? I mean, it probably would stay the same. That's how it was before CDL too. It was just a little bit better because teams were. I didn't think teams were before CDL were on this agenda of like, if it's better for their team, they're just gonna vote it. It would more so be most of the time if it was just good for the game. That's the. That seems like it was the view. Should teams outside the top 8 be given a vote? I mean, everyone should be given a vote. It's just funny that like, I don't know. I think if anything, I feel like the teams that are in the bottom 4 or whatever would want to change things up. That's what I wasn't really understanding. Like usually it's the bottom four or the bottom the bottom teams are the ones that are voting for the change so that it so like you know they can change things up, because obviously that before in the previous meta that they weren't doing as well. That's why I was surprised, because usually those teams are like the first to hop on and be like, yeah, we'll change this up. Invasion control is such a snooze. Yeah, I mean, there's not many good control maps. Like, it's just super defensively sided. It takes a long time for offense to come back into the fight. But, I mean, it's still, offenses are still winnable. I think High Rise is a snooze fest. I think Invasion's snooze fest. Karachi's the only one that's not really a snooze fest, in my opinion. If the barrel stays, would teams be down to un-GA high ground? I don't know if that discussion's been brought up, but I assume things are just going to stay the same for right now. But in my opinion, like, if you can't 4-bullet anymore, why not? Why not bring it back? But that's just me. How are boys looking going into Sunday? Good. I mean, we're just, obviously everyone's just trying to get accustomed to the new maps and stuff. We have two new maps to learn. Vista and Skid Row Hard, or not Skid Row Hardpoint, 6-star Hardpoint. Control's the same. Search, I think, is the same. I don't think there's been a search vote. Or maybe there's a search vote for terminal. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know if that got passed or whatever though. I haven't really talked to Ant, who's in our rep chat. Just go back to pick 10, problem solved. We've been saying that for years. We've been saying that for years, that we should make our own pick 10. I literally have a tweet from probably fucking 2020 or 2021 basically saying why are we not just in the CDL creating our own pick 10, creating our own point system with Gunsmith. I guess it's like you can't really tell if someone's using attachment or not, but usually you can. But I guess I'm like, I don't know. It should somewhat be some type of system like that though. 6-star for term was the vote. Oh, maybe that's what it was. Yeah, definitely that. But I don't know if that got passed through or not. I have no idea. Recovery from Optic, great stuns. I wonder if the FCW versus rival issue can allow the battle to get into meta. Possibly, but we have to wait until that comes out. That's not going to come out till like middle of the stage, right? And I assume if it's in the middle of the stage, they're not going to allow it. But I mean, I could be wrong. If it's like an actually good weapon that like would fit the meta, then it's possible. It says in the kill cam. Does it say in the kill cam? Well, it says in kill cam and search, but aren't there no kill cams in respawn? I forget what that bug was. They should bring back the tack and Vesna. I don't know. I kind of like the new fresh scene of things. We had our tack Vesna meta for a whole year. They still haven't fixed Codcaster? Yeah, dude. I haven't even been able to see Hill Time for like fucking 3 months. I hope they rebalance MTW to 2 or 3 headshots or 4 bullet kill. That seems reasonable. That's what I was saying before. Like, obviously they don't want to have it so that it's like only 1 headshot's needed for a 4 bullet, but now you can't even 4 bullet at all. Even if 2 are headshots, even if 3 are headshots, even if all 4 are headshots, you can't 4 bullet. Why did they move away from a 3rd flex gun? I don't know. I thought the BP could have been a possibility. But honestly, like with the MCW nerf, if the BP was allowed, no one would be using the MCW. So just go back to a 2 meta gun or a 2 gun meta. Did they ever consider running back Hotel? I don't know what the deal with that is, because I still don't think it's in private matches. I'm pretty sure. So I guess they just don't want us playing it because we played it last year. I don't know. That's not a question for me. That would be a question for someone in like the rep chat. How are the breaking point guys getting heal stats then? Is it manual? They could be manual or they could be getting it from like a player point of view stream. If the league is give it to them. Allow the Holger and the BP. I don't know about the Holger. The Holger is disgusting. The Holger I feel like would get or should stay GA'd. That shit is broken. How do you decide who to scrim? Obviously you don't scrim the teams you play upcoming, but how does it work? We all just get in a call like once every week and just deal out the scrims there. Like who's playing who. You just like message whoever you want to scrim, whatever. They say are they free that time? Like they haven't booked something else, then you book it. But obviously you don't play a team that you're playing in matches for, I want to say like 2 weeks before the match. So like we haven't played Faze, obviously. They should add another AR. I mean, there is just no ARs to use anymore though. But yeah, in order to like actually add another AR, it'd have to be on the devs. So that's what the BAL is or could possibly add. What's wrong with the BP coming in for the MCW? People think it's just going to be too good close range, and it'll just be an do-it-all weapon. But I don't know. It was, I mean, it was tested out. We thought it was fine, but apparently teams didn't. Another thing about the GA thing is like you'll never go back on weapons and retest them out after they've been like nerfed or something too. So if it's already GA'd and let's say the BP got nerfed a little bit, so it's not as OP anymore, it'll just never get the light of day anymore. That's another problem with the GA stuff. It just never gets a second look after it's first GA'd. Do you think there will be a burst AR used in CDL? I think we're gone in the days of burst ARs, unfortunately. I think they'll just always get GA'd. Did you like 6-star control? Yeah, I didn't mind it. It just didn't get voted in for. But we only played it like twice, I think. So, but I mean, I thought it was like decent, but it didn't pass the vote. Hey, what's good, Fabio? What's up? I don't see the issue. Big issue with the one gun meta. At least everyone would be in the same playing field, just have 4 BPs. Yeah, I see the point, but it's to me it gets a little stale because I like the idea of like kind of like different roles and things you have to do differently based on the weapon you're running or like how you have to play. But like I mean the AW meta where there was 4 BALs wasn't like that bad. But I see like why people wouldn't want to have a 1-gun meta. I mean, because it's always like the best metas have always been 3 guns in my opinion. Well, right now it's just like just 2, and it has been 2 for a fucking minute now. Who are the 4 teams that didn't want to GA the rival? I mean, I'm not gonna bring it up.
See what he can find. Yeah, kind of buying time for now. He is on an island, that's for sure.
I mean, Faze is 1, and that makes complete sense. If you win the event, of course you want to keep it the same. We would do that shit too, 100%. It's the other teams that I wasn't understanding why. Are you gonna do a Vista and 6-star call-out video? Because I thought that. Oh shit! I probably should. I'll do it like today or tomorrow, or like I'll record it. I'll either record it today. I'll probably record one later today and one tomorrow. That's a good idea. I completely forgot about the call-out videos. 3 of them confirmed. We just don't know the 4th. Is Ken running more sub after the MCW change? Nah, I mean we've been testing it. Obviously on Rio still. But Vista and 6-star we're still getting a feel for.
Yeah, Ken able to find one, and now maybe Shotzi gets another one. He will. So two cruises to work with if you are Optic.
Do it on stream? We could, but I kind of want to make it into a video anyway. But I guess I could just do it on stream and then record it and just upload it straight away. That's not a bad idea, actually.
15 now to go. Still 2 people with a presence over towards A. One more chance to throw some lives at this, but dashing.
Is the Swarm more busted than the Rival? I only saw like 1 or 2 scrims with it, and it looked pretty good, but I don't know if it was better than the Rival. That was the weird thing. I don't know. I didn't see too much of it to give my opinion.
As good as it gets would have been you locked him in enough that you got defense, but at least if you don't get that, you get some streaks, right? Like you get some extra utility. Yeah, just not the easiest. Yeah, not the easiest.
Make sure you throw Lamar in the callouts, Lamar tree. I don't think we have a Lamar callout for either of the maps. Now I think about it.
But here we go. We know these final rounds can always be a little bit different. Optic last time on offense tried to hit A quickly.
Yeah, it's definitely got better range for sure. What time do we scrim? We scrim from 1 CT to like, I want to say like 6:30 CT.
You win a couple of fights to the other side, and you're able to call it in perfectly to kill someone on the cross. Like that's your ideal world, but will that end up being the case?
Sim still has his, so 3 on the map right now.
This round was so unfortunate, dude. We could have been up 2-1 in the series. We're just on different pages at the end. Are the new maps similar pacing to Rio? They seem small. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you mean by similar pace. I mean, they're like the same size, so basically, yeah. Vista more so. Vista feels like you just go mid every round or every life. That's what it feels like. But 6-star I feel like has a little bit more depth to it.
Up the B street, draws on a full flank. Did he get spotted by Shotzi? I don't think so. Not ready for that, but a quick trade.
Yeah, I mean that was like deja vu.
Power points in the series had me tweaking so close. Yeah, we just went down like pretty big, at least in the Karachi one. I talked a little bit about the Karachi before.
Maybe looking for the opener, not going to find anything. 1 streak of the 3 into the fray. Abizi will drop, alleviate some of that pressure from the B side. Pred follows it up as well. Second bit done and slowly moving on. Lives-wise, stayed just about even. Nothing too much to talk about there. 43 on the clock as well.
Routes and 6-star are godlike.
Here we go. Round 5.
The water is godlike. I'm so surprised they put the hill in the water. Obviously, I guess it's getting changed. Is that that's the rumor? But it is so trolly right now. That P5. I assume you watched the Vision episode? Yeah. Any 5 to 12 teams that you have scrimmed that impressed you? I mean, I don't know. It's everyone's just testing. I mean, getting a feel for the new map, so I don't want to take anything like too much. Let's see how people do in matches. Any thoughts on the coaches need to be able to beat their players in a 1v1 argument from the other week? Shit was faded. I don't know. I'm confident in my abilities of what I do. I don't care. Just know I'm not beating Brandon in a 1v1.
But you're running out of time. You're running out of hits and opportunities to execute here on A.
Damon's got us covered? Yeah, Damon's got me covered, bro. Damon will take my 1v1 for me.
It's all about this info again. First kill for Optic. Can they
Oh, dude, this situation was so good.
now inside a cafe? A close laundry spawn. Optic winning the gunfights, but Abizi the last man.
Fucking 4 down.
3 dead.
We're starting to cap.
3 alive for Optic. 3 on it.
oh my god, here we go. They got this.
So we're stagging here. I think Ken wants to. Ken thinks that we're challenging, but he doesn't realize like there's a trophy here, but we get stunned through the trophy. Like he throws the trophy down, but they get stunned here. So like he doesn't think they get stunned, and he thinks that we're just like gonna pepper them and just delay them from like actually being able to contest. Because if we delay them, then we're fine. But then they get in, and then the team shot happens. It's just, I mean, different pages.
But Faze are able
Still time for
10
Optic to get
seconds.
there. Kenny with another one. 4 lives remaining for Faze. They have one last chance if you're Optic. Kenny the point man, here we go.
Gotta hold with no respawns. They're holding for now. They win one. Nobody left. Faze.
That was so unfortunate.
No respawn.
What was next? Was it Skid Row? Yeah.
Finally, they're like, no. So guess yeah, the hat late. Maybe
Chow, Kenny said the Chow was the worst decision of his gaming career.
Texas map
It's, yeah, it sucks in hindsight.
final here, major 2. You gotta watch a couple of things here early on. You wanna get
Dashy also spawns far away. Yeah, he did get a fucking Narnia spawn too. So because he gets a Narnia spawn, he can't have the cross either.
as we'll see who's first to rotate, who's first to clutch. It's
Turn this shit off, coach. Can't watch this again.
now might let number 4
You gotta see, like,
head out. It will be dropped.
you can't hide away from the losses.
To deal with, though. So time Yona Faze. This
The losses where you see where you screwed up, so it doesn't happen again.
has the help again. Right through the middle of garage, and you take this if you are Optic. You're gonna give up a good amount of time here at P1.
Is this your first time watching it back? No, it's like my second time. I watched it right after the event.
You're hoping you can get to like a power spot or a good angle. You maybe have a one-on-one, catch someone sprinting. The timing just doesn't work out. He gets double chowed. You get set up now. As Pred starts to pop off, I mean, you're happy if you're Faze. At least you got 41 seconds. So like, you know, the P2 time doesn't hurt that bad.
Yeah, but a nice transition for Optic. Yeah, it's done on the draws. Here we go. A very difficult hill to break.
Chat, the new Skid Row, they fucked up so bad.
Going early here.
That's why it's getting taken out. You thought P2 was hard to break in the last meta? I swear, if we played Skid Row in the CDL, P2 would never be broken.
That tunnel side spawn, it's 5 now.
Or it would be just be an anomaly.
Maybe get a streak, maybe overchow's a bit. Not
It was so much more difficult with the new patch. They actually fucked it so hard.
upcoming at P3, but
What was the change? You just spawn out deeper.
holding on to the
Rather than spawning like, take it over here, you're spawning like back alley. That's like an extra like 5 seconds on your route too.
need to answer back.
Yeah, you probably love Shotzi maybe to play that.
Maybe not 5 seconds, but it staggers and delays your push so much more.
So that kills.
So I mean, you die right away. You might as well just rotate it 75.
But it is all good. They are in the lead and now over to P3. Faze with the setup.
So is Karachi the worst hardpoint now? Is Karachi the worst hardpoint now? I don't think so.
Holding back with MCW. Yeah, I mean, it's a 50-50, I guess, but
Maybe sub base.
one thing leads to a team kill here.
I'm not really sold on Vista 2 right now. Maybe it's got to grow on me, but
Kills from Optic.
I like 6-star a lot better. Maybe that's just me though.
You see a semblance of balance here as you fight back through if you are Faze and stabilize here for a moment. But
And that opinion can change. Like
to win fights is
we're starting to get more reps on it, obviously, because we're playing it more because we have to with scrims.
on Sunday.
I mean, this is what you would want if you're an Optic fan. Ken, just play at such
But to me, it seems simple,
to the final and then
like too simple.
throughout this series time and time again. But honestly,
Is S&D Maps getting a shape up? I think there was a vote to get terminal search out, but I don't know what happened with that vote. I haven't really
for Optic,
kept up with it.
the close laundry
I'll have to
spot
ask Ant or
lies at
something.
P3. So a nice job there by Draws. And now inside
How many times I watched these maps? I've only watched this twice, like live and then obviously right after the event. So this is my 3rd time technically, or 2nd time rewatching it.
For a moment, you got all sorts of bodies set up inside. 3 on the objective right now. If you're Optic Texas, Apeasy is blown to smithereens. He's falling apart. Symptho with a double, trying to bring him back into it. Can he dial up a triple? Wants to maybe just get in for the contest.
That double kill was big.
For the health, the trade is in from Simp. That is 3 trying to hit with the pistol. Hit fire A! Oh Lord God! If Shotzi doesn't slide underneath, maybe.
Double kill was big because now, I mean, they spawn close here. We're spawning deeper, but like also
From Simp, but
they're just gonna have numbers here. Like we have to play old while they're already playing new.
Apeasy was fighting Spider-Man for a moment.
Instead of like us soaking all the time and then having possible breaks on in,
now it's a
or possible break opportunities.
trying to hunt him down quickly. Optic going to be spawning out here for P5. So you
Did departures get tested? We never tested
you
it.
find the rest of the time. You don't
We started a little bit later though, but
now it comes
other teams said that it wasn't good, so
for Faze.
Yeah, they were
it was just never gonna get voted in.
get caught, and now you start to reposition, get in your spots for this next hard point. Tucked away will be Celium to get the time. What's your best way to try to attack this if you're Optic Texas?
I mean, find an opener here on this draw from draws, but Faze right now up 2-1 in the series, in the lead in this game number 4. Let's go to a listen with Atlanta Faze.
This P5 is just so hard to break too. Yeah, Simp was frying this event. What do you think about the MCW now did you say to your player to keep the same setup or something? How's the thing about that? How do you... I mean, I never tell the players what to run on their weapon. Like, that's up to them. That's to see what they get comfortable with, what they're testing out. I mean, they'll test out new things, but you're just gonna see that it's just weaker, like, than before. Like, you can't 4-bull it anymore. So what you'll see is like a lot more assists being put out by the ARs that get cleaned up by the subs. Like, there's already been multiple times where, like, almost every map you'll see both ARs on both teams, if it's like a 2-2, will have over 10 assists, like guaranteed. Are the spawns worse on all the maps? No, the spawns didn't really change. Skid Row, obviously, but we're not playing Skid Row anymore. That's why I'm not really going in depth too much with this, because like we're not even playing anymore. There's no point. But Vista and 6-star, like, there are some questionable spawns, but that's just like, that's the system. Like, it's gonna happen. But for the most part, they're like still like, I mean, they're better than what Skid Row would be. Or in like Invasion. Invasion spawns were stupid too. Vista 6-star, 2 subs, 2 airs. Hill Depender, is that federal? For the moment, I've just been seeing 2-2 in our scrims. We'll see though. We'll see how it develops. I mean, it could be Hill dependent too, but for the most part, I'm seeing 2-2. Could also go more depth since you're not playing anymore. Oh, that's true. I mean, it's a lot of stuff I've already talked about too, though. I thought we were one of the best teams at actually making P2 mixy. Like, I don't know, a lot of teams weren't making it mixy, but we just had good teamwork and how we wanted to break it. The thing now is, like, you just spawn way too deep.
Will get in with 5 left. Now we look to the other side of the map. A chance to collapse on this is you have 3 players here if you're Atlanta Faze, but all around you is white arrows.
This is a good play by Brandon.
Dashy on a wide flank, but only put some shots in, hits the trophy. Now waiting for his teammate. Great teamwork on the rotation from Dashy and Shotzi. I love that.
Just securing spawns, making sure that, like, even though they're triple flanking, you're behind them. You're securing the spawn, or at least contesting it. The app spawn is obviously closer, so you'd want it. Is it Swarm in the meta now? No, it's G8. Why are we playing Invasion? Control, you mean? I mean, Control, I think Invasion Control is better than High Rise. Maybe I'm biased because of that, but both aren't good. I'll say that. But I don't know. I mean, the vote was for High Rise, and it lost the vote, so 6-star is not in. Stage 3 Dark Horse prediction? I don't know, it's hard. We haven't really scrimmed any of the new teams, so I can't really say, but just off basis of what maybe would happen. I mean, I would say still Vegas, maybe. I don't know. Rocker, my dark horse. I mean, I haven't seen what they play. What are they playing? They're playing with Gunless and Standy, right?
second time I think Pred has teammated him in the same spot.
Invasion hardpoint controller so bad. Hardpoint, I agree with it. Control, I mean, control is bad, but I don't think it's worse than high res though.
Now the rotation.
Obviously, in rank play it could be different, but in the pro play, like when people know what the fuck they're doing, I think it's more fun to watch. At a certain point, like high res seems like way too kill dependent. Like as in, obviously control's kill dependent, but it's like you go 1, 2, or 3 down, and the round might be completely chalked because they just have you in a spawn trap on both sides. It's just like, and you can see crosses from everywhere on the in the map. All you have to do is hop up a little bit. So like those kills are kind of easy, and those spawn kills are easy. At least in Invasion, you kind of have to still like get 1 or 2 waves and then push up. High rise, you get 1 wave, you're already looking at their spawn.
They shall not pass. 5 in a row for Cell. They lock him up. They shut him down. They win another hard point.
And now Faze 1 map.
Not pass. 2 minutes.
This is a problem for us on this map where we just we would never win P5 spawns, and it would just be like they're literally 120 it versus us.
Trophy, but it has been through these. The good thing. To rock.
Then we go to Rio Search. I don't really want to watch that. But no, like FaZe played this shit well. I like how they play it. It's just, I don't know. I don't want to go over Search, especially because we're still playing Rio. Yeah, what should we watch? We'll watch the New York series too.
Down at one of their best maps, be the first one to drop them as well. A perfect record across the entire year.